Hi, happy Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far and that you've enjoyed your weekend. And welcome to April. Don't forget that the next full moon is going into Libra, and that will happen on April 6th. And I'll be sure to put out a full moon video and the things that we need to focus on for the full moon. But in the interim, let's go ahead and get to our starseed reading for the week. This will be for the week of April 2nd through April 8th. We'll go Source Heart, Earth Heart, Outcome and Action. I'm just so glad that March is over and we're into a new month and we're getting ready to go into a new cycle with the moon and the things that we can, bring into balance within our lives now from all the learning that we did in the month of March. It's time to integrate it all and rebalance ourselves. Physical, spiritual, and emotional balance. And of course, balance between work and play, always. There is a time for everything. Or a season, if you will, for everything within this world, within this life that we've been blessed to live. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look from Source. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And I have to tell you, it's true. The month of March, we learned so much. A lot of us are feeling like we have reached the very bottom, the rock bottom, but Spirit wants us to know that everything's going to be okay. Now that we've come accustomed and we've let all the truths into our heart and soul that made us feel as though we hit rock bottom, now we get to interweave them within our being. And we truly get to work with our divine essences in true companionship with the Fae. Well, that's what we all are. We are all angelic beings of light. There are no differences. It's just learning to accept others who don't look like you or come from a different dimension that find their way here to guide you with their heart. Remember that. All right, let's see what our heart says. Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. That's what we get when we connect to that collective consciousness filled with love and light and a little laughter. We learn to trust our brothers and sisters in our soul connections, because we find out who is really there for us during this past month in the trying times. With everything that we've learned and all the truths that came to the surface, we know now that we can trust our community. Absolutely. Starseeds, Lightworkers, Indigo, Crystal, Rainbow, I don't care what you call yourself. We are all here to serve our brothers and sisters, and truly tap into the knowledge that lies within us. The star seed, if you will, that lives right here, that angelic being of light. It's time to truly let them grow and nurture you and continue forward on this path to ascension as we elevate our brothers and sisters always. All right, let's go ahead and see what Earth has to say. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. It's not. We have all the time in the world. But it's always so much better when we wake up and we hear the laughter and the joy within the energies of the collective consciousness, instead of the sorrow that a lot of us feel when we take on other people's energies, or for the shadows that have penetrated the collective consciousness that continue to bring it down, continue to work to eradicate those and tell them that type of behavior and language just won't be tolerated within that collective consciousness anymore. Let's see what our hearts say. Earth, learning to be human in the world, but not of it. And, I say it all the time, and I guess there is a balance to that as well, because we're truly not learning to be human. We're learning to be ourselves, our spiritual beings of light, our angelic beings of light. We're learning to integrate and learning to show others who we are, to show our true nature, not to learn to be human. Who the fuck wants to do that? We exist within this world and we're definitely not of it. We have divine essence in us that is just so glorious and expansive, and it connects us all. Why would we want to learn to be human? We live within the human body and we do what we need to do to feed our soul, our hearts, our emotions, and our physical bodies, and do those things. But we're all about learning about who our divine essence is and working with it. All right, so let's go ahead to the outcome. You're not for everyone. Boy, I've been told that a time or two. How about you? Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. You know, and I've been thinking a lot about that lately too, where I truly think I have found my true north, to truly be an angelic being of light and spread my wings, if you will, and shine light throughout this earth and universe and all planes of existence, to truly help heal the wounds from so long ago. I would say that's a pretty good outcome, huh? Let's go ahead and take a look at our action. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. And that can happen. It can happen when bad entities come in, or we get too close to the negativity or the sorrow that somebody feels. If we don't know how to release it, if we don't know how to push the negative away and replenish ourselves, you know, with source. I mean, all right, so like today, I went to a group. I was feeling really down and out of it after all the truths that have been brought to me. And I belong to this one group called Magnetic Mastery. And we did an Om meditation today, and it was truly incredible. And it made me realize that connection, staying connected to our brothers and sisters, to truly connect to that collective consciousness, you know, in the group, that energy of the group is truly remarkable. And it's something to be said, and I learned today how much it means to me. When I went to that group and I could feel the calm and I could feel the energy coming from others. And the way Aaron shared how he was enlightened during his trip to Costa Rica. I guess I'm spilling a bit too much there, my apologies, but it was just an incredible group. It truly was, and it made me realize how important our connections are and how important it is to keep them, to learn to nurture them and bring to fruition more love and light within the universe. I think it's a great thing. So yeah, just if you need information on learning to let go of the negativity, if you think you're absorbing too much, reach out to me and I'll be glad to give you a hand with that. You'd like a moon card for the month, okay? I don't think this is reading is for a month, but how about a moon card for the week? I'm all for that. Of course, we do have that full moon coming. You know, it's going into Libra, and Libra is all about compassion and finding balance again and putting up those boundaries around your mind, your heart, and your spirit so that you don't absorb the others. Not to be harsh to your soul connections or your kindred spirits, but to guard your own energy, you know, and use it wisely. You don't have to let others be a drain upon your soul. You can put up the boundaries without being hurtful. Something I've been working on for a very long time now. Sometimes I can speak a truth so abruptly that it bothers people because it cuts right into their heart. And I don't mean it. I don't mean to be mean. I really don't. I just don't have very much interaction with people who are not in tune with their little ones inside. I love the face so much, and I love to see the angelic beings of light within people just truly striving for that light, for on that path to ascension, this hero's journey, if you will. It means absolutely everything to me. They're asking me to do it one more time, so bear with. All right, you ready? I don't know why they wanted me to recut, but they did. And I don't argue too often with my spirit guides and, you know, ascended masters and angels and fairies. I try not to argue too much. Oh, left one down there. My bad. We'll take a look at that in a second. A time to give rather than take. Time to give of ourselves to others so that they can truly understand their spiritual being that lives inside of them, that holds all the memories of all time, all the way to the Akashic records, if you will. They live within you, to truly know your story and your history. Dive deep within and figure it out. Oh, it's a good one. Don't let pride get in your way. That's an important one. Sometimes reaching out can be hard when we show ourselves so vulnerable, and we know that others, or we fear that others may not understand us, but that's just pride and fear. And fear, as I see it, it's just false evidence appearing real. That's what fear is, when you can break through your fear and embrace the change before you. You know, and you can reach out and let your guard down just a little bit, so your brothers and sisters can know what you're going through, so they can try and help you through it if they can. Even if it's just by sending healing thoughts your way and lighting candles for you. You know, energy healing is very real. We are all energy. I'm an intuitive energy healer, and I'd love to work with people's energy to help them integrate and heal the past wounds from before and help them to understand them. It's a glorious thing. If you'd like an in-depth reading sometime or some energy work, reach out. All the information's in the description below. All right, love and light to you always. I wish you the very best of weeks, and I will get that video out for the full moon. Bright blessings to you always. Namaste.